Hello there, it's Karen here from Crafty Little Miss K. I'm just bringing a quick tutorial of something I saw on the internet the other day that I wanted to have a go at myself, and it's these lovely little flowers. You can see that, beautiful. I found it under an origami site, and this I've just used some very old retired paper to try these, and these were quite fiddly because these were quite small. These were 3 inches by 3 inches squares to start off with for each petal. There is a name for this flower and I cannot for the life of me think what it is now. It starts with K though, but if you put origami flowers onto into Google or into YouTube, you'll find tutorials for them. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how I made mine. Now I've already got some made up already. I'm just going to do this last one. Like I said, it's going to be a quick tutorial this morning because normally I do my filming on a Monday because that's my whole day. But I've got to go out in a little while and the rest of the week I work. So here we go. So first of all, you've got your square, and it can be any size square you want. It doesn't have to be the same size as I'm doing. I did try it on a 6x6 and created this, so I'll probably finish that at a later date. It's going to be quite a large flower, as you can imagine. These were 3x3, like I said. This one is 4x4, but like I said, as long as it's a proper square, you'll be fine, whatever size you use. So first of all, you take the bottom end up to the top end, and I hope you can see this all right. Yes, you can. So that's me just jumping up and down, making sure you can see on my camera. Yes, so what you need to do is make sure you score all folds really, really well, really sharp creases on there. Okay, then the next one you come up and you bring, so what you're doing is you bring this point to this point, and again, make sure you give it a good press. And you might find, because I'm using designer paper, it's quite thick. Obviously origami paper is a little thinner, so what you do is just make sure you fold it over that way rather than just try and bend, otherwise it will try and pleat in the middle here. So just bring it over, as I found out when I was making my other ones, and again just press. And then what you want to do is bring each point back from here to here. So basically you're folding it in half again, creating lots of very long, narrow, triangular-ish shapes. So now I'm a little bit cack-handed with my left hand because I broke my wrist a couple of years back and my fingers have never really been the same since, but there we go. So like I said, always make sure you crease. Now what you need to do now is open this up again and then just put your finger or thumb into there, and what you're going to do is open it up like that to create like a kite shape, and again press down again on both sides like that. Now the next thing you need to do is these points here, you need to bring them in, but only as far as that line that comes all the way down here. So I turn it round like this so I can see, bring it back, and then just press it down in the right place. So just bring it back, press it down, and again, like I said, always make sure you press those lines down to create nice sharp edges. Now what I do is I bring it back because I actually don't want this, because it's double-sided paper. On the outside you've got this floral effect, on the inside you've got this speckle effect, but I want to have that white piece. So what I'm going to do, so you've got to here with your bits folded inwards, these little triangles, bring these flaps down to hold it in place, and then you can just see some score lines. You probably can't, but I can. Just some score lines here and here, and you want to bring down this one, I'm going to turn it this way, so almost down to those score lines. It doesn't have to be exactly straight. The idea being is you're just making sure that in the center of the flower you see this white flecked bit rather than the orange stripe. Bring this back again to here, and then very carefully roll it round to meet up just there. Just give it a little squeeze just like that, and then what I do is I just go like that just to squeeze it open a little bit. You can just about see where that paper has been folded over, but obviously you're not going to see it when you're looking at the flower. And then all I use is a piece of the really sticky red tape that you can get. This stuff sticks like cement, it really does. Just a little thin strip down the inside. I try and come just inside that fold line, but it doesn't really matter. And then, like I said, bring it back and then just squeeze it shut like that, and then gently, and that's it. That red will hold, even though there's all those folds in there, the red will hold. So like I said, I've already done most of my flower. What I've done is I've just put another piece of red sticky down each edge there, which I'm going to do now, just real quick. And then, and again, I've just come in just a little bit from the edge. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is we'll take this sticky bit off there first, and then just very carefully just line up the top edge and the point, and just press. Just get your fingers right in there. I mean, I've got quite big fingers really. You've got some nice slim hands, you'd do this easily. Just press, and then this very last strip come off, and then just very carefully ease it together, matching the top and the bottom if possible. And you need to really press this one well, because this is the thing that's going to join it all together, and it might not meet to the bottom properly. And there we are. There's your beautiful flower. Before you, in fact, there's a hole, I don't know if you can see it all the way straight through down the middle. What you could do is get yourself some those long cocktail sticks, like the barbecue sticks, and then put them onto sticks and put some of the florist tape around that to hide the fact it's like a cocktail stick basically. Or what I did see was somebody, before they put the last two flower petals together, they put some, which is what I'm going to do later in the year. I'm going to put some pretty, that's not stuck properly. Right, this will take a little bit of, maybe I'll put a little bit too long a piece on it, but basically that's what you're going to do anyway. It won't come undone. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to put a fairy light in there. I was going to get myself a little set of 20 or something, little fairy lights, and pop them, put the cord all the way in, so the light is just popping out of here. And I'm hang those up in my craft room here. I think that'll look very pretty. So there we go. So you've got two sizes there, plus this huge one I'm going to, and I didn't actually fold the inside back, as you can see, because I didn't really want the Hessian look. So yeah, there we go. So you can make these beautiful little flowers and put them into vases, and just have nice little paper flower displays. Anyway, nice and quick today. I hope you like it, and I hope you have a go. And if you like seeing what I do, so I'm going to try and do a few more bits and pieces that are more like home decor, maybe some more cards coming up as well. Yeah, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon in Craftland. Okay, bye-bye for now. Just a little quick add-on at the end. This is roughly what it'll look like when you've got a stick on it. I've just got an ordinary skewer, one of those square ones, cut the end off, and then just popped it in and stuck a nice pretty jewel on the top there. That's quite pretty, isn't it? I mean, I will redo this and make sure this is covered in green, but for now, that's quite sweet.